Greetings everyone, and welcome back to Pep Organ. A lot of you enjoyed my improvisation guide, so now I'm going to go into a bit more depth about how you improvise in different styles. And today we're going to talk about the first one I talked about, which is the pentatonic style. So here's how you improvise in the pentatonic style advanced, okay? So first off, we're going to just establish the notes of the pentatonic scale. It's called pentatonic, meaning 5, so that is these 5 notes, meaning all the black keys. But we're going to put more complex chords with them at this point. So instead of using black keys, because that can get complicated with the chords, we're going to use F major. Now why F major? Because all the notes are of the white keys, with the B flat being a note that goes outside of the pentatonic scale. So we have these following notes. So you can follow along with me as I go. So we're in F major, which gives us the following notes, right? We have F, G, A, C, and D, okay? These are the notes that we're going to use in the right hand. Now, the left hand is going to play the accompaniment, and I'll also use pedals to also fill that out, but they're essentially performing the same role, providing the chords that are going to go with the pentatonic scale. Now, it's a very forgiving scale, and that's why I encourage you to use it in the early stages of your improvisational journey, because all the notes have a sweetness to them, and you can play an F major chord with this whole thing, like so. So, the chords we have available to us are F major, and we also have D minor, which is the equivalent in minor. It's already quite nice, but we can do a bit more than that. So on top of that, we have some more chords, and these are perhaps more colorful chords. Another one we can use. These two, of course, just used notes within that scale, but the upcoming chords that you can use actually go outside the scale. This is okay. The pentatonic style is being established by the right hand. So some other options, we have A minor, and some more colors. We have G minor, and we have B flat major, and we actually have C major too. So quite a lot of chords available to us now, and this is what it's going to look like. Now, if you're wondering how I did all that, we're going to go a little bit more into now how I actually put these chords into progressions. So the first thing you can do is establish that F major or D minor is your bass, and let's see about where those chords can go to. So F being a very stable chord, it can actually go to a lot of different places, okay? So I can take this to any chord, really. G minor, D minor, C major, B flat, A minor. They all work, right? See, every single chord, it works quite well going to that one. And in the right hand, I'm just really playing notes that belong to those chords. So G minor, we don't use B flat with that, but we have G and D available, which means we can use G or D as our notes in that chord. So it would be like, right? Or if it was, for instance, B flat, these are the notes of B flat major. D and F belong to the pentatonic scale, so I can use those. You notice I also snuck in an auxiliary note. I can actually do G to B. Auxiliary notes are very useful, and I can even use A, which is quite pretty. Just things to keep in mind. You don't always have to go to the note of the scale. And when you improvise, you should really just let yourself make mistakes. So if you want to go to F major, why not, instead of starting every time on F, let's do F but start on a G in the melody. So can resolve it later. Maybe you're just thinking about what you're going to do next, and so it's actually nice to sort of have something a bit unresolved, and that means that you're much more free in what chords you use, because now, look what I can do with the chords just by sustaining so-called wrong notes. I didn't even have to move around the chords very much at all. Now, looking at the other chords here, these other chords can function either as dominant type chords, as in they want to go back to F, they want to resolve, or they have a direction, so they want to go to a dominant. So we would either call this predominant or dominant. And I know that people can get technical about what all this means, but really it's just thinking about how these chords are actually going to function, okay? So when we go to the predominant, we have G minor, and we have maybe A minor. And then dominant chords, we have the stronger ones, C and B flat there. And you'll notice that when I actually do a lot of these improvisations, I'm not just doing a 5-1 anymore, I'm actually doing a lot of 4-1, which is B flat to F. So, which is nice because noting that in pentatonic scales you can't do E, so we need to actually, if we do a C major chord, we only have G to go to. And the same chord could actually just be a B flat chord. Right? Now these predominant chords, what are they? They want to go to certain things, so there's always a 5-1 pattern to it. There's always a rising fourth in the harmonies. So G minor wants to go to C, and A minor wants to go to D minor. Listen to what I mean by that. So I'll do a 1 predominant dominant. So F, G, C. You can see it has that direction. And likewise, F, A, D minor. Right? You can see how that A minor wanted to go to that chord. It doesn't have to go to that chord, of course, but it's a nice way to kind of go, okay? Now, let's make it more beautiful. We can maybe have the right hand now on the grate and the left hand on the swell, just to do something a bit more practical. And we can give ourselves a little bit more in the right hand, so it just comes out a bit cleaner with a Nazard. Let's hear what that sounds like now, using those ideas. The pentatonic scale, one of my favorites. You can go and have lots of fun with this one. You can really just indulge as much as you want in it. And you don't have to change chords all the time. You can, as I said, because it's such a stable scale, you can actually just play one chord and play all the notes with that. Okay? So that's how you improvise with the pentatonic scale.